I would also, in our legal immigration system, even bring that citizenship test to the front end, not just on the back end of being a citizen.
Stop using our taxpayer money to pay people more to stay at home instead of to go to work. Increase the supply of housing. And the other thing is, I would like to see us expand our base, get to those younger voters, to libertarians, to people who are independents.
Did you know 99.7% of Alzheimer's drugs fail? That's what Vivek Ramaswamy dropped on MSNBC when they tried to paint him as some kind of scammer. But that's just the start. Vivek didn't just defend himself, he went on the attack.
$50 billion business that developed 40+ medicines. Yes, I sold shares in that business, if I may actually allow you to know how I made my money, developed 5 FDA-approved therapies.
Yes, I do. Am I going to play your silly game of gotcha? No, I'm not. And frankly, this is why people have lost trust. And I know you're going to go print the headline tomorrow. I already know this. We already know how your game works.
And boy, did he land some heavy hits. Want to see a masterclass in handling the media? This is it. So MSNBC thought they had Vivek cornered on his biotech past. Big mistake. They came at him with this whole pump and dump accusation. Sounds bad, right? Like he's some kind of Wall Street villain or something. But Vivek wasn't having any of it. He hit him with facts. 99.7% of Alzheimer's drugs fail, he said. Boom. Just like that, he's not some sketchy businessman. He's a guy who took a big risk in a tough industry. You could see the MSNBC hosts scrambling. They didn't expect facts, they wanted drama. But Vivek wasn't done. He started breaking down how biotech actually works. It's not pretty, but it's real. He's talking about clinical trials, drug development, all that stuff. The host tried to interrupt. Big mistake. Vivek was on a roll. He's like, look, my company Roivant Sciences, we developed a bunch of medicines. Yeah, our Alzheimer's drug failed in clinical trials, but that's how this works. He's not sugarcoating it. He's laying it all out there. Then he drops the bomb. I didn't cash out early. I lost money too. Didn't see that coming, did ya?
And the other thing is, I would like to see us expand our base, get to those younger voters, to libertarians, to people who are independents.
The first thing about biotech, because that's not your job, but getting through phase 3 is the final stage of clinical testing. Before you hand in the application, yes, my company did a $3 billion deal.
He's telling them how his company lost 75% of its value in a single day when that drug failed. Even big investors like the California State Teachers Pension Fund took a hit. But here's the kicker. Vivek's not just defending himself. He's calling out the media. He's saying they're oversimplifying complex stuff. He's accusing the host of not really getting how biotech works. And you know what? He's probably right. By the end, MSNBC's left looking clueless. They thought they had a gotcha moment. Instead, they got schooled on biotech. Vivek's not just some politician. He built Roivant into a nearly $10 billion company. He's got 5 FDA-approved therapies under his belt. So what's the score? Vivek. 1. Mainstream media. 0. They came for a scandal, but all they got was a lesson in how the real world works. Maybe next time they'll do their homework before trying to take down someone who knows their stuff. Round 2, and MSNBC's still swinging.
We'll get bogged down. Let's talk politics.
Mehdi, that's dead wrong, and I would sorry to say you're embarrassing yourself in front of anybody who knows anything about biotech.
I think has a great opportunity, but also duty to serve this country, and I am rooting for the strongest ticket that we have seen in my lifetime.
They're coming at Vivek about Trump and the 2020 election. But guess what? Vivek's not playing their game. He's like, nah, I'm not here to talk drama. I've got solutions. The host keeps pushing. What did Trump do wrong? They're fishing for a juicy soundbite. You know, something they can plaster all over their headlines. But Vivek's not biting. He's cool as a cucumber, talking about election reform instead. It's like watching a pro boxer dodge every punch. You can see the frustration on the host's face. They're losing control of the interview. Vivek's not just answering questions, he's exposing their tactics. He's calling out their gotcha questions right to their face. It's kind of beautiful, you know? It's like watching a chess match. Vivek's thinking 3 moves ahead. The host asks about Trump, Vivek talks about voter ID.
Stop using our taxpayer money to pay people more to stay at home instead of to go to work. Increase the supply of housing. President, what would you have been doing? I'm telling you exactly what I've been doing, but you're saying, but that's not what Donald Trump was doing. This is
Mike
a joke.
Pence asked you,
Let's
hold on,
actually
Vivek,
have
hold
a
on.
substantive conversation.
They push on the 2020 election, he brings up mail-in voting. Every time they try to corner him, he slips away and lands a counterpunch. And get this, Vivek's not just playing defense, he's calling out the media's whole game plan. He's saying stuff like, you guys are more interested in creating drama than talking about real issues. Ouch. That's gotta sting. By the end, it's clear who's really in control. The hunter became the hunted. MSNBC thought they were going to take down some rookie politician. Instead, they got schooled on how to handle an interview. You know what's crazy? Vivek's not even a career politician. He's a businessman who decided to run for president. But he's handling these media vultures like he's been doing it for years. Maybe that's what we need. Someone who's not afraid to call out the BS. So what's the score after round 2?
To be clear, I stepped down from Strive before I ran for U.S. president, but I founded the company and it's near and dear to my heart and I'm so proud of their mission.
If you would have supported what he did. It's not an MSNBC question. It's a Republican vice president question.
Yes.
So fine, you don't want to
And
answer
what
it.
I'm
You think
saying
you
is
could have
it
passed
was
a
a
bill.
missed opportunity.
Vivek 2, mainstream media, 0. Their playbook, busted wide open. Next time they try to pull this stuff, people are going to see right through it. And that's a good thing, right? We need more truth, less drama, more solutions, less gotcha moments. Maybe next time MSNBC will think twice before trying to ambush someone, or maybe they won't. But either way, Vivek showed us how it's done. He didn't just survive the interview, he owned it. And that's something we can all learn from. So Vivek just showed us how it's done, huh? He didn't just survive that MSNBC interview, he crushed it. Makes you wonder why more politicians don't do this. Maybe they're scared of the big bad media. But Vivek, he's not playing by their rules. You know, it's funny, we're always told the media's this big, powerful thing, but sometimes the little guy comes out on top.
This
Can
country
I ask you
forward.
what they are, Vivek?
Yes.
You say he behaved in downright abhorrent behavior that makes him a danger to democracy.
Yes,
What was it that
so
was downright? Tell me what he did that was downright.
I would also, in our legal immigration system, even bring that citizenship test to the front end, not just on the back end of being a citizen.
Vivek's not some career politician. He's just a guy who built a company and decided to run for president. And he schooled those MSNBC folks like it was nothing. Next time you see one of those gotcha interviews, remember this. The media's not always right. Sometimes they're just looking for drama. But if you know your stuff and don't play their game, you can turn the tables real quick. Vivek just showed us how.